Good day, grade 9 students. Welcome to this subject, Social Studies. Your teacher here, Miss MJ. This video will serve as a recap makeup class, especially for the students who weren't able to attend our Google Meet. Let's proceed to our online learning discussion now. So class, before we proceed to our online learning discussion, I would like us to have a short recap or review as to refresh your minds for the last topics that we have discussed, which was about the first one was maps. So what is a map? A map is a representation of Earth's features drawn on a flat surface. Maps use symbols and colors to represent features of an area, simplifying the real world. We also discuss about symbols and colors. So the section of a map that explains the symbols and colors on the map. So we have here examples of different symbols, and we also have here examples of different colors used to differentiate things. So this is an example of a legend. So this is the symbol. It tells us what it is. So these were the two topics that we have discussed last time. Class, for the objectives of our lesson for today, the first one, students must be able to know about grids. And the second one, students must be able to know about compass. So at the end of our online learning discussion, I expect that you already know the difference of grid and compass, and you know the use of this. So class, our topics for today are the following: grids and compass. These are the vocabulary words or words to learn. Please repeat after me so you can still practice your reading skills and your speaking skills even if you are just at home. Are you ready now? Let's start reading. Number 1, grid. Number 2, equator. Number 3, latitude. Number 4, compass. And number 5, longitude. Now class, let us read the meaning of these 5 words and briefly explain them one by one. Grid. A grid is an intersection that is formed by parallels of latitude and meridians of longitude. It is an effective design which is generally to find a particular location of a place on the globe or map. The second word is equator. The equator is an imaginary line that divides the Earth into northern and southern hemisphere. The red line here is the equator, and it is also the longest line of latitude. The third word is latitude. What is latitude? Latitude is defined as a measurement of distance in degrees north and south of the equator. Next is compass. What is a compass? A compass is a magnetized needle. When allowed to move freely, points in the direction of magnetic north. And the last word that we have is longitude. What is longitude? Longitude is defined as measurement of distance in degrees east or west of the prime meridian. So these are the 5 words that can help us better understand our topic for this week. Let's read them again from numbers 1 to 5. Grid, equator, latitude, compass, and longitude. Now class, let us discuss what is a grid. A grid makes it easy to find and describe the location of a place in a map. Straight or curved lines divide maps into smaller parts. Letters and numbers placed along sides of the grid give the grid reference for a place or feature. So you can see here class, these lines are what you call the grid lines. So we have here numbers and letters because these grid lines give the grid reference for a place or feature so it's easy for us to locate the place. Maps showing large areas of the Earth often use curved lines of latitude, which run across a map parallel to the equator, and longitude, which run up and down a map from pole to pole or North Pole to South Pole as grid lines. So we have here the prime meridians or the longitude, and we have here the latitude parallel from east-west direction. So the equator here is the longest line of latitude. Now, class, let us discuss the different functions or uses of a grid. Number 1, use in locating features. Number 2, useful when looking at detailed maps and aerial photographs. And the last one, a particular area can be compared and carefully studied in terms of changes in natural system over time.
Welcome to Moo Moo Math and Science. Let's learn about cardinal directions. Why? Well, let's see. Time for a road trip. Your directions say to start at the center of the 48 states near Lebanon, Kansas. Then drive north until you reach the next border. At the border, turn and go west until you reach another border. At this border, turn south and go to the middle of the next state. So where do you end up? In order to navigate these directions, you need to know your cardinal directions. The cardinal directions are found on maps and compasses, and also can be found on a compass rose. Here's what one example of a compass rose looks like. So what are the different directions found on a compass rose and are the cardinal directions? An easy way to remember this is to use never eat soggy waffles. If you go in a clockwise manner, you get north, east, south, west. So let's apply the directions again. Let's move a sphere out of the maze. You begin by going west, then go north, then west, and then south, then west, and you're out. Finally, you can add directions in between the four main directions. Between north and east, you can add northeast. Between east and south, you can add southeast. Between south and west, add southwest. And finally, between west and north, add northwest. These are your intermediate measurements. So remember, eat those soggy waffles to stay on the correct path. Thanks for watching, and Moo Moo Math uploads a new math and science video every day. Please subscribe and share.
Now, class, let us discuss about compass. A compass helps map reader find the direction of a place from another. The compass points give directions and work out the location of certain features. Using compass points is more accurate because the compass directions always remains the same. A compass has a magnetized needle that is mounted so that it can turn freely. The needle of a compass is magnet. It points north because it is pulled by a larger magnet, which is the planet Earth. So class, the first picture is what a compass rose or compass looks like. The second picture is a compass point, and compass point tells us the cardinal direction, which are north, south, east, and west. And we have the intercardinal direction, northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest. And the last picture is the needle of a compass. It always points to the north because it is being pulled by a larger magnet, which is the planet Earth. Now, class, let us discuss about compass point. This one is not in your book. I just added this one for additional knowledge. So this is the points of the compass. So we have here north, east, south, west. Northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest. The abbreviations: N stands for north, S stands for south, E stands for east, W stands for west. NW stands for northwest, SW stands for southwest, NE stands for northeast, and SE stands for southeast. This chart shows the cardinal points of the compass in red color and the intercardinal points in black color. A compass rose is a symbol that helps you read a map. The arrows on a compass rose point to the four main directions. They are north, south, east, and west. North is the direction toward the North Pole. South is the direction toward the South Pole. When you face north, west is on the left. East is on the right. Sometimes a compass rose has letters that stand for the direction of the word. Class, just to summarize the topics that we have just discussed. So the first topic that we have discussed for today is about grid. So grid is a pattern of horizontal and vertical lines usually forming squares. And the second topic that we have discussed is about compass. So what is a compass? It is a magnetized needle. When allowed to move freely, points in the direction of magnetic north. So class, for your activity, just click the link in the Google Classroom to answer the activity, and it looks like this. So drag the names to their correct position in the compass. So you have to drag north, south, east, west, northwest, northeast, southwest, southeast to the correct position. Click finish, click check my answer, screenshot your score, write your name, and upload in Social Studies album in your line group. Good luck, everyone! So class, that is the end of our online learning discussion. I hope you have learned something about grid and compass today. If you have any question or suggestion, you can always call me or send me a message in my personal line account, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you very much, and until next time. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you very much.